What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about cheaters in Halo Infinite. Obviously, a big deal going around on the internet. I want to talk about if they are actually ruining the game and kind of just recap what we have seen so far. It's not been the greatest launch for Halo Infinite that somebody could have imagined. I'm still massively liking it. I kind of like it more every single time I play it. Fundamentally, as it was day one, it is just so really good that it's hard to not keep coming back to it, especially when other options like COD and Battlefield aren't really all that good. So I'm really liking it, but I have seen, and I'm not making an excuse for the game, by the way. I have seen a lot of stuff online in terms of these cheaters, just like I'm sure everybody else has. And it's tough because, again, this game has not had the perfect launch. It's had a lot, and yes, you could just call it a beta, but in reality, when they say everything is in the game, starting day one and all that stuff, it really is, the base game, in my opinion, considering that's what they say. And when you have the battle pass and the leveling up systems not being the greatest of all time, and some patches here and there, but haven't really fixed the overall problem, I would say, from people. Yet again, that's kind of it. I've seen some people say that the leveling is fine. I've seen some people say leveling is not fine. I don't think it's all that great, but, for every one of me, there's one that'll defend it, so I guess I get it. But the cheaters, that's kind of issue number 2, right? It's, again, another indication that the game isn't having the perfect launch, is now you're having cheaters starting to ruin game for people, or at least that's what the Reddit community has said. Now, again, I'm not just coming out to say, like, oh, I'm openly, like, defending the game, like, there's no issues that could possibly harm it, but I do just want to say, in my own personal playthroughs of the the multiplayer, just playing it day to day, I haven't noticed anything glaring in terms of I'm not the greatest player of all time. I have some really good matches, I have some really bad matches, but I haven't necessarily seen anything that I would consider cheating myself. But again, I'm only one person, and I have played on both. I actually played mostly on PC, but I just got a Series X. I don't know when you guys are seeing this video, but a few days ago, and I've played the multiplayer on that as well, and really haven't noticed that much of a change there. So it hasn't impacted me. But again, going on like Reddit, the subreddit of Halo Infinite, a lot of people complaining. And not just that, because complaining is complaining, but showing incriminating evidence on some people doing it. Seeing through walls, aimbots, getting headshots, all of that stuff. And even some, I believe, disabling theater mode where you can like replay and rewatch so that they cannot be caught. So they're actually very sophisticated, very smart. I guess I laugh in kind of a sad way because it is actually real. So it sucks. It sucks. And for a game being free to play like Halo Infinite it is going to be a problem. I think it was going to be a problem day one, and it's going to continue to be a problem, and be a problem more than a normal Halo game, more than more than normal than just a game that you'd have to pay for, let's say, right, that has a single player mode and then a multiplayer mode. With this being free to play, you're unlocking it for literally anybody on planet Earth. You don't have to have Game Pass, you don't have to have Xbox Gold. You can literally play this game, and that's the point. I mean, that's what they want of this game, which is fine, but literally anybody can play it. And so you're going to have more issues, I would say, than ever before. I guess the thing that I want to say, and to kind of bookend the video, and this may make people mad, maybe it won't, the biggest thing to me has kind of been not even the battle pass or the cheating. I mean, those are big issues, but I guess hear me out. The biggest thing to me has kind of been the response back from 343. I don't like it at all. You could say a couple things to excuse them, and I think they're valid, right? At least some of them. They release it, and then kind of right after, now I think it was pretty horrible planning, they release it, and then they have like a week and a half of, being there, monitoring it. But then they go on a holiday break. Now, I'm not saying don't give people holiday breaks. Give them it, right? Especially in the world that we're in today. Spend time with family and friends and off the internet and all that stuff. But at the same time, like, it's just, I don't think it's a good time for all of that stuff to have happened, because you release the game, you're monitoring it for like a week, you're noticing people don't like the battle pass, right? You kind of, again, you update it, and updating it meaning they literally just gave more challenges. Now, the issue is still there. It hasn't really been fixed. So you do that, and then you go dark because nobody's working for like a week, or maybe even a week plus. So like, and now in that week plus, you've had people continue to be upset. The Fiesta mode has brought, more people to be upset with the leveling and unlocking, customizable things, right? So you had all that, and now you had in the beginning, but really it seems to it's becoming more of a thing now. Now you have cheaters, and it's like, well, they're not really saying anything or doing anything. Now, again, I do want to sympathize with them in a way where it's like, well, it is Thanksgiving. And then in terms of like demanding updates, I mean, I get wanting your game to be fixed, and I get like they can't just throw together a patch every single day to magically just fix all these issues. I get that it's a work in progress. So I want to, and again, as I said, free to play. You have so many people playing this game, right? Hundreds of thousands daily. It's insane. And so yeah, like it's going to be harder to work out a patch to fix this stuff. When it just is going to be that way. However, I don't think that necessarily excuses them. That's like a game that comes out day 1, and then by like day 74, the game is fully patched. It's got like 15 patches, and the game works perfectly, and then we give the game some sort of award for that, even though it should have been done day 1. It's kind of that confliction in my mind. Same thing here, where it's like, yes, I sympathize with them. I want them to have time off, but it's not a good time to do it. Like, in terms of releasing it, it wasn't a good time to release it, and then you're there for a week, and then you take a week off, and all of these issues are still there. Maybe you should have done it when you would have been at your job, like, for an extended period of time. So I am putting some of this stuff on 343. Obviously, people are going to mod the game. People are going to cheat. You're not going to really be able to stop everybody, but there are some things you can do, and I don't think they've done the greatest job, combating them. Same thing with the battle pass stuff. I get that's a work in progress too, but at the same time, they didn't really, there hasn't been that much overhaul there either. So we'll see what happens, but that's one of the biggest things to me. It's kind of been the lackluster response, the slow response, and, holidays and all that stuff, sure. But there's also, there's inexcusable stuff too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you guys want me to cover this more, I definitely can. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, I have a Twitter, I have a second channel. We also have Patreon and YouTube memberships. Links for them all are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.